Whoa. Well, hello there, you beautiful lot. How is every single one of you doing today? What's up, Dale? Tom C, MCOC of Doll, and Big Blue, Badonte. Welcome everybody. So, how's everyone doing? Have you been enjoying the changes in game that have been made recently? I think I was still forgetting to cover one subject today, and that subject was the prestige being invisible. Do you guys hear me fine, by the way? I think you do. You should do anyways. Right? Yeah. Let's go and get some nutty things while we're at it. Rank 2 Doom, 565 Aegon, 455 Fury, 455 Torch. Yeah, I'm sure you can do it. Why? Yeah, definitely. The 455 Fury might be a bit annoying for a couple of fights, but then Aegon can help that out as well. What do you think about an alliance's prestige being made public knowledge now? Good or bad change? Their volume is lower. No, my volume is not lower. Turn up your stuff. Okay, how about this now? Is this better? At least the music louder than me. I should have been changed that. Is this better? This better? This should be better. What's up, Phil, Nassef, Appleboy, Doc Martin Live? This should be better now. I believe it's better. But yeah. So let's talk about it. What I think about prestige being made visible, I don't mind it / care in particular. Yeah, I don't think it changes much. That's great. Cool. What's up, MCOC of Doll? I'm doing just fine. Mic sounds muffled? What? No. That's just my accent. It shouldn't be. It should be fairly clear. Who do you use? 6-star mutant waiting gem on Sunspot or Namor? I don't have many 6 stones for either champ. Then I would probably go with Sunspot, because there you can build up gradually. In Sunspot I think it's high prestige, and I think for what you need Namor for, he's gonna be fine as a rank 5 5-star for a while. When can we sell Namor? I believe it's gonna be from 14th or something like that onwards. Out of fight with that like Fury. I could do, yes, couldn't I? Probably. Anyways, let's bring in a couple of more El Chapos and see what's what then. I'm just gonna randomly bring in Omega. Should have stuck with Quake, but Omega will do. But yeah, I really think that Kabam should have added a Prestige Summoner Alliance leaderboard. Yes, me too. I definitely think that would be a good idea, Phil. I was kind of half expecting it to be there, so that was one of the first things I checked this morning, if they have in fact added that leaderboard. And yeah, I do actually kind of like it myself, man. Like, I know that most of the videos that have been made kind of like, oh, endgame alliances are cutthroat and they're gonna like have a more streamlined process for it. And it's funny how every single person who said it is not in an endgame alliance, and obviously it cannot speak for every other endgame alliance, but it literally changed kind of nothing, because in every self-respectful endgame alliance, within boundaries of your alliance, you already knew everybody's prestige, because everybody's required to showcase that. Like, you're required to show your prestige and update your prestige changes as you do rank ups. So everybody in an alliance, for most part, okay, if not everybody, then at least the officers already knew everybody's prestige. You're not late, Doctor. You're just in time. Okay, cool. And we have a super chat. Awesome. Fiber in the bank. Man, I love fibers. Pimer is a solid super chat. Thanks, bro. Sounds what it is. I joined line chat and seen your post. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm in quite few line chats. Don't follow them very religiously, but I am in a bunch of them. But thank you very much, Mr. Nugent. Is that how you pronounce it? Nugent. That sounds very British way how to pronounce something. Let me get your name up here. But yeah, overall, anyway, so where was I? Prestige. And I'm probably gonna record this video in a video, because I kind of wanted to get it out there, but first I wanted to discuss with you. It's kind of the point that everybody already knew everyone's Prestige when it came to your inside the alliance. I think this is an awesome change because you'll be able to check it easier. There's going to be less options about lying about it, kind of thing. What's up, Noisu? And yeah, I made the account when I was in Poland, that's why it's in Polish region, because I was visiting my girlfriend and randomly started playing this game, and then I dropped it for a while, for a couple of weeks, and then I got back and I started playing it while I was traveling to work and stuff, and that's how kind of it got serious afterwards. What's up, Daniel? Irish name. That also kind of makes sense, but hey, cool, thank you, man. Just eat that heavy attack, man, and die. What's up, William? Good evening, Mr. Whips. Jojo Death. How important it is you take first rank 5, champs rank 5 prestige in mind? I think it is extremely important, especially if you want to progress quicker. Many people don't like that truth and don't like to admit it, but it's a simple name of the game. If you want to achieve and excel faster in game, prestige is important, and ranking 4 prestige is quite important, relevant. For most part, a lot of the content that you can complete with rank 5s, you can also complete with rank 4s, it's just harder. And I think it's important. Will I sell Namor? No, I will not sell Namor. Yeah, but now an alliance behind you in AQ can get your alliance prestige easier and use it against you. Well, one way, shape, form or another. There were always leaks. These prestige charts kind of get updated week by week basis anyways, based on everybody's last week's AQ rankings. And even though technically, our alliance currently is in first place in prestige, right? Even though technically we have most of all the alliances to lose by this prestige kind of being revealed, nobody's bothered about it. Because as a matter of fact, it comes in an endgame. If you can get your prestige higher, you will. It's quite as simple as that. Even if you don't know... Oh crap. Even if you don't know opposing alliances prestige. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I'm definitely not bothered by it whatsoever. If any, I just like the change. I like the fact that it makes it kind of more clear and more visible. There's less options to lie about it, and there's less hassle of finding out. When will updated champs be sellable? Well, only Cull and Namor will be sellable, and they will be sellable, I think, 14th or 18th, something like that. What's up, Max? How are you doing? What's up, Edson? Who are you and what did you do to this? Well, I'm growing my beard back slowly but surely, so don't worry, he's gonna be back soon. What's up, Eric? Still know what is prestige and what is doing. Someone that should tell me in Polish language what it is. Marcin, it's quite simple. I'll try my best to explain to you in English though. Prestige is average base hero rating from your top 5 champions. So easiest way you can kind of find, not easiest, but the only way realistically you can find it in a game is if you remove all your masteries, make sure you have no boosts active, and I mean all of the masteries, and then take 5 your highest PI highest numbers of top 5 champions basically, and average them out. So you add the 5 strongest champions in your roster and divide by 5. That's kind of like your prestige. It's a very simple thing, and it only realistically affects IQ, but it is extremely important. When am I gonna do a live stream topless? I don't know. When are you gonna pay me enough money to do it topless? I'm not cheap, bird. You're gonna have to take me dinner first, and then, oh man, you're gonna have to go for the full shebang. Lafleur made you come. What's up? What's up, Chris? If you're in the chat, welcome, and thank you for making people come. I mean, I hope that's not euphemism. I hope he means kind of arrive on this stream, because if Lafleur made somebody called Big Blue come, then that's a bit of a dodgy affair there. But hey, you know, we're not judging here. Likes Panman Pete, KT1 likes and Panman Pete are the best MCOC YouTubers. Yes, I love, well, Panman Pete is awesome for sure. He's like Skinny Tor, and Legacy is a really skilled player as well. That's awesome. Lafleur nipples. Do you think there are still Abyss top? Yes, I still think there are Abyss top 300 spots left. I do. You're still the best guy on YouTube, bro. Knowledge, skills, behavior, everywhere is best. Love you, KT. You can sleep now. Thank you, Sammy, man. But definitely gonna see the stream later. That's awesome. Hope you have a good night's sleep, man. Have you seen my one shot, bro? No, I have not. You used to watch Atromix back when LoL first came out. I'll be absolutely honest, and I'm not disliking the guy or anything. I just didn't, when he was uploading, I wasn't watching too much YouTube, particularly myself. So, with that in mind, I have to admit that I just never really watched his channel. There we go, let's nullify. Oh, he removed that buff. Scheißen verduchen. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Whatever, let's go. Hey, what's up, Jostro? Hey, how are you? I cleared 621 last week, and congratulations on that Cavalier title, man. Check it out when you can. I'll send it to you online. I'll try. I'm not making any commitments. Do not blame me if I forget. I forget a lot of things. Just ask my girlfriend. She'll tell you all about it. Music stopped? Don't think so. I think you're lying. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm... Alright. Oh, but this matchup isn't good to showcase it. You mean no music? Ah, you guys are just trolling. I know, because you came from like Lafleur stream and that's what you all figured out to prank me out. I can see the music bar moving. I can hear it physically. Therefore, you can go and plant yourself somewhere else. Well, we can hear it. Exactly, Daniel, you can hear it. Haven't played since 2018. Personally thought that I'd still like watching some of the content. And Fade on lineup, that's, well, hopefully you're gonna be back one day, Fade. Hopefully somehow, something, someone drags you back into this sad, miserable, life-ruining game. I mean, all the best to you and stuff like that. But level 1 would be so much better if it also kind of like power stole like level 3 does. Then it would be really good, because I think that's Omega Red. That's what you need from Omega Red, because he becomes so much harder to use when you have to start betting out opponent's special attacks. If you could just kind of like spam level 1s while maintaining aggressive, that'd be so OP. No man, what's up, sure, why not? The music has stopped and you can barely hear me. Now that's a hui. You can hear me very well, and you can hear the music. Hello, KD1 from Turkey. Well, hello to you too. How are you doing? Really low. Sorry, I honestly didn't hear it. It's fine. I put the music up a bit, man. It's just a quieter song, that's all. That's all. Would you use a 6-star generic awakening gem on Ghost? Right now, as my first rank up, no. I'd honestly not even take up 6-star Ghost, probably, because prestige is a thing, it matters, and well, what's the best way to put it? Ghost has none. I love Ghost, definite rank 2, easy rank 2, but if you care about like AQ whatsoever, man, I just would not rank up Ghost myself. I think that for now, as far as the game goes, maxed out 5-star Ghost does everything you want a Ghost to do, kind of thing. And yeah, I myself wouldn't take a Ghost rank 3, not until I would get my prestige sorted. Oh, how much would you scream like Legal if they released Quake as a 6-star? Oh, I would squeal a little bit, and I would probably come a little bit. Like, I mean, I'd probably need a change of underwear. Do you consider Human Torch to be beyond God tier? For specific... No. I mean, like, I consider Human Torch to be... First of all, I really hate these Beyond God tier, Mega God tier, almost Beyond God tier, or Beyond God tier, and stuff like that. If we look... Do I think Human Torch has a lot of value as a character? Yes. His stock went really quickly and highly up. Because of Abyss as well. The reason why he worked in Abyss so well, though, is because opponent's attack isn't large, so you didn't notice that he's actually a bit flimsy character compared to most. And also the fact that there's like no limber and stuff like that. Overall, I do rate him high, which is a reason why I took him to rank 2 unduped quite a while ago, because he's a really good niche champion. But he's still a bad champion for small accounts where you look for like general versatility. Overall, as a champion, I still rate Void and Captain America Infinity War and Quake much higher. Ooh, we have Katie Candy here. What did you just walk into? I don't know, you tell me. How much would it cost to 100% Labyrinth with They got nothing, really. Yeah, nothing. I mean, honestly, nothing. Can you rank for... Oh man, I messed up there. I was trying to read the chat. Nick Fury, you can always rank up Nick Fury. It's not a bad idea. Nick Fury is a reasonable... Oh, come on, auto-block me. I'm kind of... Come on, Mo. Okay, I guess not today. Hello there, Andre. Hello, Maverick. PPG. Who do you think is worth rank 5 as a 5-star between Cap, Infinity War, Stack Spidey, both duped, or Ghost? Saying both unduped. Cap, if you have him high sig, or Ghost unduped would be my choices. Literally still have not Explored. That one quest for January. Haven't even completed and collected. Got the grind. Well, you better get to it. Not too much time left for you, man. I don't know. You said you'd wet your pants. Oh, if they would release a 6-star Quake, the question was, would I squeal like a girl? It's like, bruh. Oh, come on. Do you even auto block? Ah, whatever, go home. Nobody wants to auto block today. Which champion am I looking forward to more? I think more the Mojo thingy or whatever he's called. He's more interesting, but I think the long shot's gonna be the better champion overall. Yeah, I think that long shot is gonna be better champion. Might be wrong, obviously. Come on, burn Venom. Ah, no crits, man. So not fair. Not running suicides would make Quake, Angel, and Heimdall be the best team. Take with Aegon. No. Don't think so. I think best team would probably be Hela, Angela, Heimdall, and maybe Thor Ragnarok or something else. Lurker mode activated. Ah, how dare you, so boring. Can I finish Variant 3 with Ghost 550 and Sentinel 4? Yes, you definitely can, man. How much do you value diversity in AW? Saw a video on Legacy's channel, Omniverse, and I thought I saw at least 2 new Furies. We do care for diversity, but as a typical kind of base, most popular option is to go with 148 diversity, because that means 148 means you lose 60 points. 1 kill is 80 points. Means so long as you don't tie, it doesn't matter. Means if opponent dies even a single time more than you do, you still win, because you lose 60 points out of 148 diversity. But a death is 80 points, so that impact is less than a death. So basically, you know what I mean. Like, so long as you don't have equal amount of deaths, so you actually win the war. So it's kind of like a win-win situation, because if you tie, you typically lose anyways, and if you lose, then you lose. So that is why we mainly go 148. Clairvoyant 345, no. Clairvoyant is rank 2. Turkish boys, where did you to go? I think if She-Hulk didn't get nerfed, she would be top 5 option for Abyss. Yes, if she could still do that heavy spam thing, she'd probably be the best option for Abyss. As in, like, the one that can solo everything. And yeah, guys, can you please kind of like chill a bit with different languages? We're trying to keep the chat in English. I typically don't mention too much, but you know. Sunspot rank 5 for war or can't. I don't like. Where do you particularly need Sunspot for? Is a question. Like, you know what I mean? Oh man, I messed up this one. Well, he's gonna need that Incinerate, and I'm gonna get some heal. That works out. That's a good deal. Oh crap. Don't trigger Spite now. Whew. Bipastado. Okay, now you can go ham. Stupid Memphis does. Yeah, guys, can you please kind of like speak in English? Diversity counts for season points though, so there's straight up. Yes, that does, but typically I doubt anybody's placement realistically gets affected by those points. I mean, like, if you do bad, you do bad. So it's always been one of those things you're kind of willing to accept. So yes, it does count for season points, but again, the difference is kind of like less than a 1 kill. I'm gonna start speaking Shakespearean English. Well, if that's what you want to do, I don't see why not. Sounds interesting enough. But I should do it. Do you have guide on variant 1 chapter 3 on the channel? I have guide on chapter 3 quest 1. Unfortunately, I still haven't finished the guide for 3.2 and 3.3 because I kind of abandoned the whole idea, and the reason why I abandoned is because it just took a really long time to make those guides and nobody really watched them. I'll be honest. So it felt really bad, man. It felt really, really bad. Oh, come on. Let's heal up a bit then. This is gonna hurt though. Oh, you were meant to go for bloody... Nah, still good. Scrape Mojo and launch it again. Probably, we'll see how that works out. Probably, man. Let's speak English like Yoda. It's actually harder than you think. Reveal thyself for the health content most. Not drink the apple juice. It's okay, it's okay. We're just keeping it light and breezy on apple juice there, guys. I do work full time. I can't be spending every evening drinking apple juice. I mean, I doubt I'd even want to. I'm getting too old. 5 years ago I probably would, but these days, man, drinking apple juice comes with like great cost, man. Oh man, that power sting hurt. My team Domino 565, Red Hulk 455, Venom 455, Sunspot 565. Should I do, or should I? What should I do for war? It's a good question. Kind of depends. I'm sorry, don't worry about it, man. It kind of depends which lanes you do and so on and so forth. But if you have Domino, I'd arguably even want to go with Red Hulk, man. Sunspot's obviously solid kind of, but I haven't really seen him get used all that much like in war. Final boss, easy peasy. You speak caveman English? That's good enough. Selling Call? Yeah, I'll probably sell him too. I think I'm either gonna rank up Venom, 5-star Venom, up instead of him, or maybe a 6-star and 2 Vision Arcus. You look at that, how magic him. Also name or rank up Domino? That's a bit of a... I don't know if I agree with that. Because I think Domino is great initial rank up, but like today, I wouldn't use Domino for anything. I think, especially a 5-star. Maybe 6-star I probably would and stuff, but not a 5-star. From full bar, yeah, that was a strong power thing there. Venom is a great rank up, you love your 565. Well, the thing is with Venom, quite simply, I still use him for a Q. So that would kind of make sense for me to swap something I don't use for anything, aside from like some videos, with something that I gladly would use. If you guys will notice that I'm playing a bit bad in this one, it's on purpose. I don't really want to kill him before I get the chance to get out of block. Come on, yes, perfect. Neymar's still not that bad. Neymar's still pretty much the same as he was, man. As far as I can tell, for me personally, nothing changed with Neymar. Blood and Poison Master and 565 Sunspot for attack. Should I do my other hero stack? I think you can do, yeah, man. If you like Sunspot, for sure, man. It's always better to rank champions you feel comfortable with. Alright, Daniel. See you next time, my man. Come on, don't glance it. Whew. That was risky, man. Mao still sucks. Yes, Mao is incredibly rubbish. Please suggest me for which one I should go. Rank 5. Undupe Domino or Undupe Nick. Undupe Domino, man. Undupe Nick has literally no value. As sad as it might seem. Yeah. Nick has to be duped. It's non-conditional there. It's like unduped Nick's value is in his synergies, but he doesn't need rank for synergies, so how many points would you put up in a ring to get 6-star Quake? As many as it takes, man. 6-star Quake, I'd take holidays off work and I'll just grind for her. Sell or not sell Namor? No, don't sell Namor. Namor is nothing changed for Namor, basically, is what I'm saying. Still great. Ah, that was quick and easy. What's up, Abdul Khan? How are you doing? Oh man, my leg is falling asleep because I'm kind of like cross them here. It's a bit different setup. I'm gonna need to figure out how to make this more comfortable for myself. But right now I have a leg that I cannot feel. So that's a bit different. I'll go with different. That nameless collector picture is a bit of a flex, yes, I agree with that. That also was kind of the point in putting it up there. Whilst it's... Oh man, I forgot that this is Korg. Okay, I should stop playing bad. I said I should stop playing badly and then I do that. Okay, anyways. Oh, come on. Screw you too, Korg, man. I hate Korg sometimes. And they don't want to play with you, and when you make some silly mistakes, they just make the fight intolerable. Yes, I'm dead. Your KT1 first, rank 5, Omega C120, copy master. Clear Quake and New Kamala. Omega Red only if you run Suicides, man. If you run Suicides, Omega Red is a good first champion, thank God. Your first rank 5 was Sentinel. What kind of second one? Depends who you have, man. Besides, I think Sentinel is actually a really solid kind of first rank 5 to have. Just FYI, you know, yeah? How can I hate that goofy looking rock? Because he's an asshole. I loved him in the movie, but I hate the entire movie because of that goofy looking rock now. Is Venom 6-star Unawakened worth rank 2 considering I hook up sparkles and appear in rank 5-star? I am personally not the biggest fan of unduped Venom. I think the dupe is more important for him than people think. You're from Germany or Russia? Neither. Speak both to a degree, but I'm from neither. Oh, come on, man. Now I'm just playing bad. Can't even crit properly. What the? Current thoughts to rank 5 are Venom, Dark or AA, simply because of the damage. I go with Archangel, honestly. Skull deserve Cosmic Awakening Gem? No. Cal, I don't know, man. The thing with Cal is, when I ranked him up, I knew he's gonna either work out really well, or he's gonna work out really poorly. Because it all depended on what content got released, because he's a fairly specific champ. Unfortunately, outside of Variant 2, there's literally no content he shines in, so he doesn't have a particularly big value in my opinion. Pull Ghost Sentinel and Gilly 99. Ghost. Ghost is the best of them. It's quite simple there. All are great champions, but Ghost is the best one. Both times on the first hit. Are you shitting me? Okay, that's better. Man, I like having big Corvus now. 60 units and 60 level 1 revive. Should I be able to complete easy path? Yes. About 5,000 to 6,000 units is kind of like an average cost if you have no stash whatsoever but a decent roster. So with that, yeah, you should be good. So I said that in lower in Doom Special 3. Where's that? In Latveria, man. Obviously I'm not from Latveria because Latveria is fictional. But I'm from Latvia and it sounds similar. And quite many people mix them up, kind of. So that's that. That's why I say it. Oh man, I forgot about that. I forgot about Elsa's stupid ability. Yeah, I'm playing badly. Latvia, really good to know. Other game. I'm not really playing any other games online. Latvia, it's real? Well, in comics it's real. Would magic work for the Cosmics on the Easy Path and Abyss? I think for most of them, yeah. Don't see a reason why not, kind of, like, you know? Well, for Captain Marvel movies, she might be really good, to be honest. Oh, come on, why do you have to do me like that? Ah, that stupid power thing. Okay, now this last go is really poorly. Poor. But yeah, anyways, I think it would. Do you think Mojo or Longshot will be anywhere near as good as Doom? I think that Longshot has quite a lot of potential. I think Longshot should be really good. I think he's kind of a mix of Stockenhand Spider-Man and Hood and some other champs, so I think he can potentially do really, really well. Mystic Witty bad class in game? No, not really, not anymore. For a while they were, but they got Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Doom now. Got some other additions coming now, so I think they're just fine now, you know? The jerk. Eat it. Done. To these champions, which 5 will be best for initial completion of this Easy Path? Aegon, Stealthy Magic Colossus, Ghost Cap Infinity War, Hyperion, Proxima, Synergy Carnival movie. Well, you want to go with Aegon for sure. Stealth with Spider-Man is a decent alternative to stuff like Champion, perhaps Hyperion. Magic is gonna be good for your like call fights and whatever not. So those would be the first 3 I bring, and that's kind. Oh, you need something that's Incinerate immune, but not Colossus. So you're still missing something to deal with the Mephisto. So you kind of need to bring in like a Void or something, you know, because you need to fight that Mephisto. How to break armor with Captain America Infinity War? Well, you need him awakened to begin with. And I actually haven't explored this thing. I'm too lazy. Is it even worth it? I don't think there's anything like really in it. Yeah, I doubt I will do it. Do you think either Longshot or Mojo will be Abyss contenders? I think that potentially... Yeah, I think both of them have potential to play in Abyss. Because both of them have quite good nullification abilities. And I think Longshot's gonna be the better one of the 2. Even though Mojo could be really good as well. Dude, you have a change? I have what? Oh, gift. Thank you very much, Kurt. But what change what? Luna New Year event is trash. Yeah, it's kind of crap. The greater ones, it's worth it. Oh, I might try for that. Okay, I'll see how I feel. It's kind of auto fight anyways, but it's boring as heck, man. Go have 400 tier 2 alpha. I'm really kind of desperately waiting for that awakening gem from Abyss, top 300. Man. So I know who I can take up. There's nothing special there. Beard, I guess. Oh, fair enough. No Void or Torch. Sunspot rank 5 too, but pretty sure he's still. Yes, he's absolutely horrible for Mephisto, man. Who agrees that KT1 is more skilled player than Team VG? Thanks, Nugent. But many of them are really good as well, especially like Brian and like Legacies. They have really different good qualities from players. Like Brian's really disciplined and systematic, and I like that about the way he plays. And Legacy is just kind of like naturally a good player. So there's that. Okay, so I want to do something else. Did I have something else to do? If not, we can just do some random things. No, for now I'll just pop in here and start exploring it, I guess. Whilst I try dealing my best with the chat. Actually, that's a good idea. This way I can kind of chat with you better, guys. Like, you know what I mean? I can pay a bit more attention to the chat and not actually fight. You saw the rank 3 Mephisto gameplay. I heard about it, I haven't seen it yet, but as luck would have it, and I haven't posted it anywhere, I actually duped my Mephisto again. I opened a couple of Cavalier crystals here and there in between. I actually pulled a few 6 stars. I think I opened probably around 12 Cavalier crystals total in between, like, you know, 1 or 2 at a time, and then like a day later another one and stuff like that. So I duped my Mephisto to Sig 60. I duped my Luke Cage to Sig 80. I duped my Nightcrawler, first time dupe. And I got Aegon. That was the one important one. I haven't even leveled him up yet, but I have 6-star Aegon now. I'll learn to play Ghost without Wasp Energy. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. What awards they are giving out for the first 300? Well, the main thing is 6-star Awakening Gem Crystal. So that's the main thing I'm waiting for. So basically you get another 6-star Awakening Gem with a random class. Human Torch is going to be perfect to fight Mojo and Longshot. I bet he's... Yeah, for sure, man. Human Torch, great against pretty much all Mystics. And Human Torch is great against all Mystics if you can activate pre-fight ability. Come on, just die. Really liking the live streams that you usually answer people's questions. Yeah, I do kind of try my best to get back to most of it. Because I hate the feeling myself in the chat if I get ignored. Somebody's coming in with some big numbers. Could you make a video with tips for AW placement? What nodes could make Medicore defenders good or decent? I saw Kano defense one, but it's hard to find other AW defense videos. Yes, I can do that for sure. I can make one for NY defense and try and explain why we place what where, kind of thing. But what is this? I don't even know what currency you're on here, so let me just quickly check it. Give me a second, but huge thank you, man. And yeah, I actually had kind of like forgotten about that. I wanted to make more AW defense videos for sure. That's actually a good thing that you reminded me. MX and USD. Why is it not wanting to? How much money is that? Hi from Russia. Well, hello there. So it's about a 10, so huge thank you, man. Greatly appreciated. From Mexico. So let me just grab your name, put your name up top where it belongs, and yeah, I'll definitely try and upload another AW defense video this week. Now we have been kind of like lax on AW defense recently. Sorry, AW in general this season, because everybody's kind of focusing on this. But yeah, I'll try and check out. I'll try and record my own alliance defense and try and go through it. I'm not the person that sets it or places it, but typically have a fairly kind of like solid reasoning behind it. Best defensive heroes. I think I have made that video. I'm quite sure I already made that video. Best defenders kind of like thing. So you can check it out on YouTube. I think basically up top somewhere there was Domino, I think was the most annoying one. Then you obviously have like your Annihilus things, Korgs, Iron Man Infinity Wars, and a bunch of others. Most annoying defenders against Ghost. Well, the thing with Ghost is if you play Ghost well, she can deal with many defenders that people don't think she should be able to deal. But typically, obviously, Ebony Maw absolutely shreds Ghost. Also Nick Fury typically shreds Ghost. My personal best defensive hero is my defenders largely get used only for like diversity. I think I get asked to place like Modok, Sentinel, Mr. Fantastic, my rank 2 Wasp, and like Magic or Medusa or something. I have never really, outside of ranking up Modok strictly and purely 100% for defense, I have never been a big fan of ranking up defenders. Like you'd never catch me ranking up Korg and champions like that. Rank 3 Dooms are sucking in defense. Sucking twice. Yeah, rank 3 Doom for sure would be an insane defender. And yeah, and why? We have been playing 2 BGs pretty much the entire season. Can I use Medium Gem and Firestar Namor? Why not, man? Just make sure you have a lot of signature stones. Namor is still one of the best mutant champions in game, man. Nothing has changed in that aspect. In fact, I don't even really see any kind of like noticeable change while using Namor. He's good for exactly the same stuff he was good before. He's bad for exactly the same stuff he was bad before. And this whole balance thing, I don't really think it changed anything or affected anything. So 6 combo heroes like Aegon, Moon Knight, annoying? Not really, man. What are they annoying for, man? Like, typically they don't really get to land those 6 hits on you. How's Ebony Maw now on defense? Well, there hasn't been a single active war yet to answer that. He probably is a bit more annoying. He probably does more degen. He should do more degen. But outside of that, all the same counters still absolutely shred him, so I don't think it really matters. It might cost you a potion or 2 more to heal afterwards, so I don't think he's any better, like drastically better defender than he was before, so. Human Torture thing, depends. Duped, unduped, 5 stars, 6 stars? What do you want to do in game? Both are fantastic champions. Like, if Abyss is in your immediate plans, then obviously Human Torch. But other than that, for most generically, probably Thing is better for more content on smaller rosters. Do you know Turkish YouTube channel Maggie TV? MCSE you're watching. I think I have heard about it. I think I have stumbled upon a video or 2. I wouldn't say that I know of it. It's definitely not like a staple of my standard browsing. But I have heard that YouTube channel name, yes. Johan said you could bring a video with HG Shunras. I said I'll ask him for a video. And I did. And he politely refused. And I don't want to impose too much, so no HQ Sean roster video, sorry. Full Firestar Hela, does she have any use? Synergy with Heimdall is quite important. Other than that, I have made a couple of Hela videos, but truth of the matter is about Hela is she's fun. There are some very situational uses, but outside of her synergies, her synergy with Angela, and then Heimdall synergy with Hela, as a practical use, not that much, man. She can do some really funny, cool, interesting things. You can also use her as a main damage dealer in a right synergy team, with that being relatively simple gameplay. But she's not good utility-wise. There are better options. Iceman Venom to rank 3 as 5 stars. Iceman. Iceman is what you need more. Because yeah, as he said, Cavalier title, you're gonna need an Iceman basically. Or champion like Iceman kind of. I believe these changes got really overhyped and people were scared, but at the end of the day they were quality of life changes, which is great. Again, how does Namor's change quality of life change? It just made him slightly worse, as in like that didn't actually affect it. I don't know. There is no way, shape, or form I can look at those changes and use word great in the same sentence, because they achieved nothing, in my opinion. It didn't ruin anything, but they didn't achieve really anything either, I think. So I just think it's an unnecessary addition to the game, to be honest, like, because 5 years we went without need for these balance changes. This is the first set of 6, and they effectively still changed nothing worth noting. All the bad champions are still bad, all the good champions are still good. So I think it's a waste of time, money, and resources that could be invested better into sorting out some of the problems in game. My idle clairvoyant, best tier 5, 6. Clairvoyant's awesome, man. Sure, you can rack her up. Who's my favorite champion? It's Quake. I absolutely love Quake. I think Quake is the best champion in game. Push uncollected and explore Act 4. Push uncollected if you can. If you get stuck, then explore Act 4 and then push uncollected. But the idea always is to try and push as hard and as fast as you can, and then if it turns out not to be worthwhile and you get stuck somewhere, then you can go back and explore everything. But when you're just kind of like readily starting out, so long as completing a lane doesn't cost you arm and a leg, and you only are forced to use a revive or 2 here and there, you should always keep on trying to progress as far as you can. And only afterwards worry about exploring stuff. Because yeah, uncollected or Cavalry title lets you get better offers, lets you get better deals, lets you get better freebies and rewards. Also, additionally, from a simple point of view, that each quest you complete typically has, let's say, 5 or 6 paths, and you cash in on a lot of rewards only for completing stuff. But then, when you start exploring stuff, you need to do 5 times the work to get the rest of the rewards, you know what I mean? So it's always much more better deal just to try and complete everything initially to ramp in as much of the reward as you can. So now Kabam start working on Hulkbuster buff, hopefully. Nobody knows, man. Hopefully this one doesn't take half a year. I got a 5-star Man-Thing as your 10th 5-star. That's not too bad. I kind of like Man-Thing, man. I took mine to rank 4. Man-Thing is quite awesome. Cosmic Awakening gem on Venom. I have Corvus Awakened and 79 6 stars to put in Venom. Yeah, I guess why not? Don't see why not, man. You got to go, no worries, man. Ebony Moth was so disappointing they just ended up making him an... Yeah, they made him more annoying defender. He was always an annoying defender. I used generic Rampack to get Namor rank 5 and generic Awakening. If I sell him, would I receive? Yes. I believe that is what has been said. You're meant to receive everything back, exactly what you put in there. Up until Sig 200. If you got any dupes afterwards, that basically doesn't count. Everything you have invested to ranking him up, and everything you have invested in adding signature stones or awakened ability, you get back exactly the same things, items that you put in there. Well, I mean, yeah, these changes seem like a typical kind of politician thing, right? Because it was a lot of talk for just about anything. So imagine if you're working, if you're being employed, and you're being told by your boss that you are getting a small raise, nothing major, just a small appreciation change. So it's not going to be a promotion, it's just going to be a small raise. And a colleague next to you is getting told that he's going to get a pay cut. Nothing major, it's not going to be a demotion, it's just going to be a pay cut. A small one. And let's say you earn, I don't know, $2,000 a month. And then they come out with these changes and they make you wait half a year. And you have been promised this alteration in your wage for half a year. And then they come out and they say, okay, so you earn $2,000. Now you're gonna earn $2,002 or $2,010 a month. And your colleague who was waiting 6 months for a pay cut is gonna earn $1,995. Now the actual change in no mean whatsoever justify the anticipation that was placed on these two people waiting for half a year what's exactly going to happen without any details. Because when somebody tells you it's going to be a minor change, it's always kind of like subjective. To them, minor might mean 200 or 100 or 300 or 10, right? And you don't know what it's going to be. And if you're going to earn all of a sudden 1,700 instead of 2,000 or 2,300 instead of 2,000, it's a massive change for you personally. But if you're going to earn 2,010 instead of 2,000, it means nothing. It's $10 over the course of a month. It's 2 coffees basically, or 3 coffees, whatever. So it's like a huge difference. And this is kind of the situation what we were in now. We were told it's going to be minor change, but effectively it's irrelevant, not just minor, I think. Magneto and Phoenix are very bad champions in the game. Does this upset you? Kind of. Yeah, I guess it does. I mean, I like Phoenix, to be honest. I think Phoenix is kind of alright champ. It's not great, but Phoenix definitely doesn't deserve to be ranked as low in people's minds as she is. She's much better than people think she is. Magneto sucks, though, flat out, yes. It's great, I have a mutant rank up. I will do the swap and I will have... Yes, you can do that, Professor, if you have mutant rank up. Well, I can't maybe rank 5 Kamal. Why can't you? No one word. I need someone to choose as a yes or no. Or is your previous message? I can't see that. Okay, now enough of slacking off. Let's try and get something serious done, shall we? We did put in a little bit of work exploring stuff. It's kind of good. Did some parts. Still have a few days. Look at that, 18 units. Can take that to the bank. Let's check out Greater Red Envelope. Come on, give me units. 8,888 gold. Pathetic. 2 of these small ones. Whatever. Who said they're worth it? Something. They're worth nothing. Whoops, what did I do? What did I do? Where did I go? It doesn't even matter anymore. I need another rank 5 Cosmic and was deciding between Kamal and Venom the Duck. I'd go with Venom the Duck, even though I do not have the patience to build up the character. I'd probably wait. Claire, very hot, amazing. Thanks, man. Okay, I did want to test something out. Don't remember what. Oh. Nah, but Ebony Maw test is not gonna be good with suicides. No, it's already sorted by hero rating. I'm just a bit dumb. What side event we are on? Arena combat. I need to get in a... I need to complete a quest. And I also need to complete the fight in arena. So let's do that. I always forget. There are so many times I actually have missed out on like 3-day event rewards or daily event rewards. Just because I didn't do a single arena fight. Is Doc Ock worth the rank 5? Doc Ock wouldn't be my first, second, third, or fourth, or fifth choice for a tech rank 5. But I mean, like, it's not a horrible idea to rank him up. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not the biggest fan. I think he's extremely niche. I do think he's getting more and more use because of improved power gain nodes, and those lanes typically being kind of like made as some of the most annoying ones. But at the same time, it's not my cup of tea, and I don't rate him as highly as some other people do. Have I tested more post-update? Not really yet. All games 100% stories. Well, 6.4 is not out, man. But everything else is, yes. All the available important content is 100%. Nah, it's okay, we're gonna figure out something cool. I need to quickly do this, and then I realized that I can easily use this time to farm some catalysts. Because I need a lot of smaller cats, because I have been slacking on ranking up my like 3 stars and stuff. Because I always end up being too busy, forgetful, or lazy to run those daily quests for like the last couple of months. So I have a backlog of 3 stars and 4 stars that I need to take to 330 or max out 3 stars. And as I'm doing that, I can just check out some different lesser ranked champions, I suppose. So I have this sorted. Whatever. Should have these arena rewards here. See? Wonderful. Now we need something for completion. And I think these daily quests count. I actually haven't done this quest. I actually think I have done this quest once, maybe. Okay, let's just get in there. Unduped Corvus is still really good, man. There's nothing wrong with an unduped Corvus. But, well, I mean, for damage purpose and stuff like that. Dupability is handy to have, definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna take in a random Colossus for funsies. Who else I can randomly take in? That would be interesting. Sunspot, why not? Something changed with Voodoo. I do not know / think so. I mean, seems alright. No, I'm not gonna take a Nebula. Take Voodoo and see. Okay, I can bring him in randomly because why not kind of situation. 4 stars are OP for that. I don't know, man. Probably actually, now that I look at those PIs. Probably should have brought in 3 stars. Best energy 3-person teams. My current favorite is Nick Fury, Quake, and Goldpool. How's my progress? Well, the first things first that I'm gonna do is gonna do a stream at some point during the month of February, probably toward the end of February or middle of February. I'm gonna be going in Abyss and trying to complete it all by myself, without any of the 4 horsemen. And then we're gonna see how we do, and then I can draw better conclusions. Because it's easy to kind of like theorize and stuff like that if there's no practical precedent. So 100% 6.3 easier than 6.2. Yes, definitely. Do you think selling Namor to get back to generic awakening gems worth because I now have a mutant one? Yeah, yeah, I think so. If you can last a couple of weeks without a Namor, it's definitely worth it, man. Stay and block with Voodoo. Okay, now not in this matchup we want. What's my best guess about Act 6 rewards? It's gonna be about 1.5 to 2 tier 5 CC total. I think it's gonna be about 2 tier 5 CCs. And a 6-star generic gem. And then some shards and maybe a 6-star rank 1 to 2 gem. Or maybe there's gonna be a 6-star generic 6-star generic rank 2 to 3 gem. That would also be plausible. And rank 1 to 2 gem, similar. I think basically 6.4 and Act 6 in general is gonna let you rank up 1 to 2 champions to rank 3. And there's gonna be probably at least a generic awakening gem, maybe a generic one and a class one. Your best 4-star who Scarlet Witch to be? Didn't quite catch that on that. Okay, let's stand block. I don't know, is it different? I know, I always suck with these minor changes. Even if I know for sure that something is different, I can never tell what. Big question for top alliance. How do we handle? I don't know, man. It's really annoying. And Garo, here is the main thing. I mean, okay, only way you realistically handle tier 2 alpha shortage is if you don't rank any 5 stars whatsoever, because that's what the economy, quote unquote economy, seems to be geared towards, and that's kind of like the name of the game here. And you're not really short on tier 2 alpha if you exclusively invest tier 5 basics only in 6 stars. If you start ranking up 5 stars, then you're really short. Katie, I'm on a Windows tablet. Is it possible to play MCOC on it? Thanks in advance. I don't think so, and if it is, it's probably not a good idea. So I don't suggest trying it, huh? Oh yeah, it's actually kind of funny. We were expecting to be much lower than Platinum 1. But we maintain like our war rating and being in like tier 1 and all that, We still maintain Platinum 1 even whilst running 2 battle groups, so that's kind of good enough. Also, we want to be Platinum 1 kind of thing, because that gives 3 tier 2 alphas. So, that's kind of another side to that. This is random, but I look like a baby. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Tier 2 alpha and tier 1 alpha. So tier 1 alpha is not too bad, because tier 1 alphas you can get like 10 a week if you really want to use glory for them. The game was ranked 2 for. Oh yeah, that was so annoying, that 5-star ranked 2 to 3 gem, man. That seemed so out of place, man. Is Human Torch the second best science champion in the game behind Quake? No, I still would put Captain America, Infinity War, and Void ahead of Human Torch. Human Torch is obviously the best science champion for Abyss of Legends, but in general, when you consider War, Act 6, AQ, everything else, I still don't rate him that much. I mean, he's a great niche champion to have, and I'm kind of like happy that to a degree my kind of like decision making paid off on this one, because that's what I said when I ranked him up. I said that I think he's a niche champion and I hope he's gonna come in use, and he did. Diversity in War, yeah, it's still a thing, as far as I know anyways. Don't see a reason why it wouldn't be. Yeah, we typically go close to max diversity. We don't really kind of like go max, but we go close to it. This is a sad thing, that all these events are giving new players like me tons of tier 12 fragments and not giving wets what they needed. And form tier 2 alpha expired because I couldn't use it. Yeah, tier 2 alpha is like a real shortage, and that's the point. Like, for a while, for about a year, let's not count last 6 months or so, but basically for last year before that, there was a problem with tier 2 alphas from a standpoint that you could never take a new champion to rank 4. It was basically, you kind of, if you're gonna rank up a champion, you have to take it to rank 5, otherwise you're out of tier 2 alphas. So then for a year, at least for my account personally, it was set like that. If I get a new champion, if I want to do a rank up, it had to go straight through from rank 3 to rank 5. Or I can only rank up champions that are at rank 4 already to rank 5. I could never get an increase of rank 4 5-star champions for the last year or so. Or if I did, it's a very minimal kind of thing. And now for the last 3 to 4 months or so, I can't really rank up 5-stars. I have enough tier 2 alpha, but I can't rank up 5-stars. I think it's pretty much since like 4th of July deal, or at the very least Cyber Monday, and before that as well. And yeah, and that's also the kind of annoying bit, because even if you buy the offers, then any new offer typically where tier 2 alpha is in is either overpriced or it also has tier 5 basics in it. And the ratio of them is not realistic. As in, if you're gonna buy all of those offers, you're still gonna end up with a lot of tier 5 basic left over. Your name, or should you sell it? I won't. Most people have 6-star rank 3? No, that's not most people. In fact, a very limited amount of people. I'd argue that less than 1% of the players in game has 6-star rank 3s. What do you think is the future of the F5CC? Getting it to map 7 crystals IQ and top rewards? Not even entirely sure on that one, man. Oh, look at that amount of energy. I genuinely do not know how IQ is gonna look like, because currently, like, I mean, AW is starting to go out a bit more tier 5 CC, but inevitably it will come to IQ. Oh, Neymar's pretty much fine, man. That change meant nothing, man. Somehow 3. Yes, very few people have 3. Again, I do personally believe that then far less than 1% of the player base has a rank 3 6-star. And many people for a while will be stuck in the same boat as well, where you have the resources to take out somebody to rank 3 but just don't have the champions, because 6-star champion acquisition is still slow and or expensive. Do I regret any rank up decision? I don't think it's like an unfair thing. Like, there are very few things that I haven't taught as a kid, and one of them was to make peace with my decisions and live with them. And like, obviously, let's say I have a Modok rank 5. I don't particularly enjoy it, but there were very valid reasons why I made that rank up. It was purely for alliance or defense and was needed at the time. Do I wish like I had the ability for him not to be there and get my resources back? Yes. At the same point, I don't think I somehow magically deserve a rank down ticket because I don't like Modok, you know? So regret is like a really strong word for a thing that's that's normal. Like, I don't know, man. It's how to describe it. Are there champions that I would not rank up today? Yes, that would be Modok, that would be Medusa, perhaps Sabertooth, perhaps a few more. Do I regret that I ranked them up at that time? Definitely not. Like Medusa, I ranked up Medusa primarily for AW defense, and she was one of the best defenders in the game. She was my second rank 5 ever, or third, and she did her job. Now, do I use her now? Not really. Like, would I be happy to have those TFIBs back and like rank up a different champion? Yeah, why not? I'd rank up Domino or Venom or something or her. But I don't regret ranking her. Is it worth rank 2 your 6-star Sabertooth? I probably wouldn't. I would hold my fire on that one. That is funny. Alright, this is like the first time I actually managed to run these catalyst quests for quite a while. I'm gonna try and run these much more often because I have a bunch to rank up. Medusa was nerfed by Kebab? No, not really. She was bugged for a while. And for a while she was not working as intended. But she basically is currently in the game as she's meant to be. She's not, you can't call that a nerf. Basically they broke her. She worked very badly, then she worked much better than she's meant to, and then she worked a bit less than she's meant to, and now she's allegedly working fine. So no, it's been frustrating a long time for Medusa while she's not working as intended, but you're never gonna get like 1000 TF5cc shards for selling TF4cc. That's far too much. Never gonna get even close to that. Bug nerf, the same thing. No, it's not, because if they acknowledge that to be a bug, they intend to fix it or have fixed it, which means that she's going to be returned. She already has been returned to where she's working. So no, she wasn't nerfed, she was broken. There is a difference, and I'm typically not the more. But again, within those 6 months, there were like 2 or 3 months when she was doing well better than she was meant to. How can you call that a nerf? So that was a buff in your terminology. So again, you're sorry, but you're just stupidly false there, and I get irritated when people call everything a nerf. Sometimes they're just that intellectually incapable to fix the problem, which is or is not a good thing, and tells a lot about the company. But it wasn't a nerf, it wasn't a buff, it was a bug and a bug fix. And for quite a while it actually worked in our favor, and Medusa was doing much more damage than she was meant to do. And then for a while she wasn't stopping robots from gaining power, which sucked. But there was give and take on both sides. Any good invisible and abyss counters if you don't have any Fury gun? I think Human Torch can do that fight, maybe, I'm not too sure. Other than that, I really need to think hard about it, to be honest. I don't think there are too many good counters to that fight, if I'm honest. See, I had some refills in the stash, that's good. Let's take a look. Who would deal with Invisible Woman well? Well, in theory, any extremely high damage output champion could do quite well. Archangel should be a good answer for Invisible Woman. There's bleed, there's a lot of damage, there's ability accuracy reduction. Yeah, Archangel should work well. I think Archangel might be your best shot if you don't have any Fury. Even. What? What the? Yeah, I think AA. It's probably one of the better options. See if we got something. If you're gonna ask me for more, then I'm gonna give up. Okay, let's spin one crystal and go to bed. I had a long day. I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow when the new event quest launches as well. And then we're gonna obviously, well, yeah, run through it and make a how to beat video or something like that. So let's do a Cavalier crystal, shall we? Cap, I don't think so, because the thing with Invisible Woman, you need a high damage per second output kind of thing. Stealthy is a good counter. Yes, Stealthy is another really good counter. That's correct. Stealth with Spider-Man should work extremely well. See, we got you 2 more counters. That's like plethora of counters. Can you fight with Gilly 2099 in Abyss? You can if you want to, but nah, that just stinks. 3 stars, Dark Enhanced Spider-Man. What am I gonna do with that? But hey guys, before I go, Captain Infinity War I don't think would do well against Invisible Woman. because her force field is just too strong. If you don't take it down quick, it refreshes itself and you're just kind of screwed. Here we go. See? I think Sig 10 is just fine, man. I think it doesn't matter that much, man. I think if you have AA, you can go in and try with AA. But yeah, I have this dude, man. So if I can get him duped, that's gonna be a future rank 3. Why not? E1. So eventually this dude is gonna make some money. Also have that Void 6-star, which I should get duped. And I actually have Emma Frost now. I actually have never used these champions yet. Since I finished Abyss, I just haven't had like the chance to play about them. What's up, Kenzie? Unfortunately, it caught me whilst I'm pretty much finishing up. So either way, guys, thank you very much. 5-star Crystal Open. So either way, guys, that will do for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Did I use the Abyss generic? No, I did not yet. That will do for today. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. You guys have been a blast. Huge thank you to PPG. And 1 second, let me get the name correctly. Very beautiful name there. Direct Nugent for your donations. They're all gracefully accepted. And I'm gonna be back tomorrow, and we're gonna have some more fun tomorrow because we have new event quests, new champions to fight against, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned, a lot more interesting stuff coming, and I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya.